Hello dear viewers, my name is Rakesh and I am your host again with the topic EURUSD and GBPUSD technical analysis today. This is good for 28th of October 2021. I am a DUCASCOPY community member. I am not an employee of DUCASCOPY, so please do not confuse me with the employee of DUCASCOPY. And therefore all the views or opinions or the trading ideas that I am going to discuss in this video are of my own. We will be carrying out the technical analysis of Euro and US dollar in this session, and we will also actually carry out the technical analysis of other major pairs and some minor pairs. In this session, we will be strictly talking about the technical aspects of trading and ignore the fundamentals. Because as a technical analyst, I know that every piece of information, whether it is political or fundamental, is already priced into the chart. So we will try to follow the charts only for analysis. In this program, we will only be using the candlestick charts, and we will try to find out the key levels for all the pairs that we will see and how we can use those key levels to trade from them. If you are new to the technical analysis, I would request you to go to our channel's home page and in the playlists, search for the profitable candlestick patterns and the profitable chart patterns playlist. If you go through those playlists first, it will help you in understanding what we are talking about in this program. Last but not least, everything that I say in this video is for information or knowledge purpose only. You should do your own research before you put your hard-earned money on the line. With this standard introduction, I want you to go through this standard risk disclaimer. Here it is. Please pause this risk disclaimer and then go through it, because it is very important for you to know that trading foreign exchange or margin carries a high level of risk. Please go through this and then proceed with the video. To begin with, as every day else, we have the JForex platform open for us, and this is the daily chart of the dollar index. Now today something has happened. I think you should know that there was some report going to come from the US and the ECB rate decision. Something was going to happen. When I say something was going to happen, that means I am just aware that something was going to happen. So it does not mean that I follow that news. I don't know what was the result of the news, but I just know that because of that result, US dollar fell. Now US dollar fell, but it did not hold, the price did not hold 93.47 and it fell beyond that. But see this rising channel support line, this was held today on an intraday basis. I will switch to 4 hour and then you will be able to know that when this sharp fall was there, this level acted as a support. That means you can safely say that the buyers are ready to support the dollar at this price here. Now this is a rising channel. Okay, in the rising channel, if you find a confluence of support here, you will be definitely trying to open the long position. But looking at this so bearish candle on the daily chart, will you be looking to open the buy positions here? No. So what you're gonna do is, till the time you don't get a bullish pin bar or bullish engulfing candle here, you will not be opening a position. And if you open a position right now, you should keep your stop loss below 93.18, which is the horizontal support as well. Actually, rather than opening a buy position here, which is very difficult to get you into profits, because 93.47 is the immediate resistance, which is very close, just 12 to 15 points away. And also this falling channel's resistance line is still as like a hanging sword on his head. So why don't you just wait for the price action to mature, and maybe something of this sort starts happening here. And when this happens and the price comes back to test this line as the fresh support, I think that may be your area to open long positions. What do you say? Because right now we have a lot of resistance on the way, but if you wait for this price action, then you will have a better price for your money, right? So something like this can happen, but eventually there is a possibility that the price may find this resistance here and break this support to the downside. This can also happen. In that case, we will be looking to sell the US dollar against other pairs. Okay, right now we will be cautious because it is trading near the support, but it has given so bearish candlestick. We want to see how it behaves when it goes back to this 93.47. So right now for the US dollar index, 93.47 is the resistance and 93.18 is the support. All right, some benefit of the weak dollar has been going to the EURUSD. It has broken this multi-days 1.1665 resistance and now is trading above that. Now if it closes higher than this, then we can go to 1.1751, but the problem here is that there are multiple resistances. You see this falling trend line, which we have created by joining these two highs, is hovering around 1.1709 today, and tomorrow it will be around 1.1704. So 1.1700, which is the psychological handle also, is 25 points away, and it can again create more resistance for the price. So there's huge resistance still possible, although today's candlestick is very bullish and it has taken support at 1.1584. But I think if it does not close higher than 1.1665, you may not get a follow through to the higher side, and the price can come back below. Even if it closes higher, then there's a problem of this falling trend line here. So right now you can expect 1.1584 to act as a support and 1.1751 to act as a resistance, and this falling trend line will also be acting as a resistance if the price comes in its way. But if you say that I want to open short positions here, I think you should be very cautious, because this channel has broadened, and now this is the channel that we are talking about. Okay, so be very cautious, because if you open your sell positions here, you will have multiple supports on the way. So you don't want to open a position when there are so many supports on the way to the downside, and if you're looking for upside, you do not want to open a position if the resistance is very close to the price opening. So wait for the price to mature and let the people decide where they want to take the market, and then you also go along. Okay, talking about the GBPUSD also has a green day today, but it is much below the resistance of 1.3829 that we had marked on our chart. In fact, we are looking for this level of resistance to be a confluence of two resistances. I think we can get a selling opportunity here, but yeah, looking at the bullish price action today, I don't think that it's a good idea to sell today. Tomorrow or day after, if we get a price near 1.3829, that can be our area of importance. That is a key area to open your short positions with a small stop loss higher. I want to decrease my alert to this level now, because now I am looking for selling positions. Okay, so yes, 1.3827 is the area where I would love to short pound with a small stop loss higher than the previous highs that price has made here. Okay, so right now the price is trading between the support of 1.3737 and 1.3827. And if you switch to 4 hours, you will see that the price has tried to enter between this, but still there is a lot of resistance. You see multiple resistances actually are here. We need to see if the price suffers any losses next week. If it does not, then there is a possibility that the price will break through 1.3829 levels to the higher side, and then there can be more buyers emerging to buy the pound against the dollar. But right now it looks like pound may break from 1.3829, but let us be not so speculative and wait for the price to show us the way. Let the market decides where it wants to go, and then we will follow the path along. Talking about the Australian dollar, no surprises here in the Australian dollar. We are bullish already here. We have marked our levels where we are going to cut the profits if we go buy. Actually, I am long in my personal account, but I'm not supposed to share all these facts with you, but still Okay, we are long here at 0.7480 levels, and we are looking for 0.7598 levels to get away from this position, because this is a long term, I think, still selling market. If we get price to 0.7598 region, I think there will be multiple sellers who will be looking at this area and this area and this area as a resistance. So, and also those who have drawn a trend line from here, not even channel, those who have only drawn trend line from here, they will also be looking at this area to open their short positions. So yes, this is the area where I would like to book my profits if so. So right now the resistance at 0.7563 is also there. This is a small resistance, and the huge resistance is at around 0.7595 area in the Australian dollar, where you should be looking for booking your profits if you are long. And if you are not long, then you can also look for opening a short position if you find a bearish engulfing or a bearish pin bar on the daily candle here. Talking about the New Zealand dollar looks like it is breaking higher than this falling channel here and then this falling channel here. Today it looks like it is breaking out second time, and we have already discussed that after breaking out, if it comes back to test this area, to test it as a fresh support, it will be a good idea to open your buy positions here with a small stop loss and targeting 0.7315. So right now 0.7170 is the support for this market, and 0.7315 is the resistance for the New Zealand dollar. USDCHF, we have been bearish from a long time now. We were bearish actually from here, but then after on 19th of July we started this measurement of this USDCHF, and we were saying as soon as you see the price coming here, it can be a good area of opportunity to go short. But now the price has given way much more from 0.9274 area to 0.9122, almost 150 points the price has already given up. So yes, right now the price is trading at 0.9122, and the resistance is at around 0.9149 area, and the support is at 0.9099 region. And if this price breaks below this rising channel here, you see there is a rising channel forming, and if it breaks below this rising channel, then the price can go back to all the way to around 0.8757 in this market. But on the way it has multiple supports here. I just want to mark them for you on the chart, not this one but this one. Okay, so this is an area of multiple supports here. This is a zone from 0.8917 to 0.8932. This is a zone of support, and then after 0.9018 and 0.9099. So these are the areas that I would be watching when we go down. Right now, like I said, 0.9150, 0.9149 area is the resistance, and 0.9099 is the support. If you talk about US dollar against the Japanese yen, yes, today's weaker US dollar is giving away profits against the yen also. But on the 4-hour, if you see that this falling channel's support line is still acting as a support for the price. All right, so this can be created as another channel down. All right, this can be seen as another channel down, until the time this channel is not broken to the upside, you cannot be sure of an up move here. But I think sooner or later this channel has to break to the upside, because there has been multi-year breakout on the USDJPY above 112.18. 114.54 actually has not been broken, but still, okay, this has been a very good resistance in the past, so that's why maybe this time also it has acted as resistance. Maybe this is only a profit booking, but 112.18 level, if you get this level, then maybe this will be your area of opportunity where you can look for buying fresh positions in the USDJPY if you see some bullish price action here. 112.18. okay, I want to keep this signal intact here like this. Talking about the USDCAD, the support is at 1.2271 and the resistance is at 1.2421. Nothing here, no pattern is building up. The pair has broken out of this falling channel. Now support is at 1.2271 and the resistance is 1.2421. Nothing much in the USDCAD. In the Brent, although the Brent is going down now, when the Brent goes down, that means the fuel prices go down, and if the fuel prices go down, the Canadian dollar depreciates. If the Canadian dollar depreciates, US dollar is supposed to appreciate in front of it. Now I think if you watch EUROCAD today, you will see a lot of incline in that pair, and maybe it has already broken out of the double bottom that we were discussing yesterday. So we'll have a look at the EUROCAD also later. Right now you see this Brent has broken below this support of 83.44 yesterday, and today there was a follow-up to the downside, and now this 83.44 will keep acting as the resistance, and 79.87 is going to be the support for this. EURGBP, no surprises here. We were expecting actually 0.8407 to act as a good support. It happened day before yesterday. Yesterday there was a follow-up, and today there was a huge follow-up to the upside, but still the price is trading actually below the crucial resistance of 0.8472. Till the time the price does not break higher than this, we cannot be sure that the price can go to 0.8523 levels. So my suggestion is that you do not get carried away from this bullish pin bar, because this bullish pin bar is entering right into the zone of resistance. So wait and watch, wait for the price to close higher than this area here, and then come back to test this broken area as a fresh support. Then you open your buy positions around this area like this. Be a conservative trader, do not be aggressive. Being a conservative trader is boring, but it is profitable than being aggressive and not profitable. So just be profitable but be boring. Okay, engage yourself in some other things which is interesting, but do not engage yourself in a trading which is interesting when it is exciting. Make it boring. Boring is more powerful here. So my intention is not to make your life boring, but you can create some other things, like you can play video games or something when you're waiting for the right price. So what we are gonna do, we are gonna keep an alert. Okay, we are gonna keep an alert here which is higher than the price that we are talking about, and when the price goes higher than the level that we are talking about, we will get an alert. If that alert gets triggered, what we're gonna do? What we're gonna do, my guys? We're gonna do another alert at the same level for when it comes back to that level. Okay, right now it is an alert which I will change once the price goes higher than this. I will set another alert at the same price, so that when the price comes back to that level, I will get an alert and I will open my buy position if I see a bullish pin bar even on the 1 hour or so. Okay, so that is the strategy. In the webinar, in the last video, actually there was a comment from MGA. He wanted to know how to manage a trade. See, my friend, managing a trade is not very difficult if you have a cool head. Like I said, if you are not looking for too much of excitement, managing a trade is very easy. Like I always say that at the end of my session, that you should never trade in such a way that you should actually not lose more than 1% if you are wrong. It is not a guess market. Okay, if you are technically analyzing the market, there is no more guessing. You are taking an information edge in your favor, so you have to use that information in your favor. Now you think, now I know by watching this chart, I know that above 0.8472 this will be strong. It does not mean that I will buy it here, because it is weak below this level, below this area. When it surpasses this area, this will become strong. But if it becomes strong, should I buy it here? No, I will buy it here when it is strong as well as it is cheap. So I will buy it when it is cheap. I will buy here, and then I'll keep my stop loss below this level, because below this level this is weak. I will want to get out of this position when this pair is weak, because I have bet myself to the strength of this pair. So I want to stay in only if it is strong, and if it is weak, I want to get out of it. So you have to adjust your position size, adjust your stop loss as per your charts, and then you have to adjust your position size as per your stop loss, in such a manner that if your stop loss gets triggered, or in other words, if your analysis is wrong and you take a loss on that trade, that loss should not be more than 1% of your entire account. So that means you can suffer more than 100 losses of that type in a row without getting your account blown, which generally happens if you do not adjust your position size properly. Your account blows in 5 to 6 trades. I hope you get that point now. Now, how to manage if you're talking about this is how to get out if you are stopped out, but if your take profit is there are multiple ways to take profits. One is that you unload your half of the positions at your first target, and then you bring your stop loss to the break even level, and then let your half of the position to grow free of cost. That means there is no risk involved if you have already booked half of the profits and your position is at break even. I hope you got the idea. I can conclude, or I can discuss this trade management in the live webinars I am going to conduct soon. Okay, so I will be telling more about this later. Right now we are looking at the EURGBP. 0.8472 is the resistance today, and 0.8407 is the support in this market. Talking about gold, yesterday gave a bullish pin bar at the support. Today there was a follow up, and actually this weaker US dollar should push the price of the gold higher, but I see something is happening here. Something is just not right, because if the euro and the pound is good, then the gold should also be good, but there is something wrong. I am not able to understand what. There may be some news or something, but this level here is definitely acting as a good resistance, so I will mark this level on my chart. Okay, so 1810 level has been acting as a resistance. So what is the reason, my friends? I am really not aware as of now, but if on 4 hour there is any bearish pin bar, no, there has been uncertainty actually. So yes, if there is an uncertainty, definitely there is going to be a triangle formation here. Okay, so we will watch this triangle as to what happens in the future, and then we will trade accordingly. But right now gold looks like it is weak at the higher prices. If we see a break higher than 1810 and a closing higher than this, then there is a possibility of the price to go higher. Now you remember we had created this long-term triangle, and the price has been beautifully obeying this triangle for so far so forth, and there is a confluence of resistances at this level. Even if you see a close higher than 1810, then 1830 level is a very crucial resistance for the gold. If it breaks to the upside, then the next target is definitely going to be 1916. Of course, this level here may provide some resistance to the price at 1865, but then after 1916 is the next resistance. But I think this is very less likely, because this triangle is still in formation. And I think now 1830 level may act as a very good resistance for the price. So why not to put an alert here near 1830 levels? Why not? Okay, my friends, I hope you understand how this platform works. So this will trigger an alert. If my platform is open, I will get a notification here that your alert has been triggered. I want to show you actually if some of the alerts have been triggered. No, no, my alerts have not been triggered. Otherwise I would have alerts. Okay, so see, these all my alerts are active on pound and all, and some of them have completed. See here, some of them have completed here. So I have already checked them, so this is not a problem. But yes, it is possible to set alerts and to see which is very close to your like EURGBP. I have set an alert that if it goes higher than 0.84738, I should know, and it is now only 4 points away from that, so we can come to know in advance what is going to happen. Okay, my friends, now for gold. 1810 is the resistance, 1795 is the support. Let's talk about the GBPJPY, and 156.08 we said that it is going to be support, and now 188.21 is going to be resistance. But since the price is trading in a falling channel, so be cautious about this channel. I hope you know how to trade this. Just no more words for this. You can wait for the channel to break, or because this is already at the support, you can buy it here and just cross your fingers so that you hope that it breaks out of it, because there is no confirmation yet. Okay, this is all your discretion how you want to open the trades here. CHFJPY, although, is very bullish. A close higher than 124.36 today will open the gates for 125.88 in this market. Yen is weak on a 4 years low, that we know, but CHF is much stronger. So this is a very explosive pair that is being formed here. CHFJPY, it has risen from 117.50 to 124.50 levels almost, and 125.88 is what it is looking at right now. So 122.53 is the immediate support, and 124.36 is actually the level to watch today, and 125.88 is the next resistance if it closes higher than 124.36 today. But if it fails to close higher than 124.36, this can be a formation of double top here, and the price can come back to 122.53 if it breaks this low here, which the price has made 3 days back, 123.47. All right, talking about the euro against the Australian dollar. Euro looks like a bit improving today. Australian dollar, of course, is very bright. Its future is very bright, but euro seems to be giving us a bullish engulfing candle today at the support. Okay, if I switch this to like here, this can be considered as a valid bullish engulfing, but it's okay. It's just a zone of support. So maybe 1.5675 is also possible in this market, but for that we need to close higher than this falling trend line. If we create here, let us create that falling trend line or the channel to be sure that the euro is appreciating against the Australian dollar. Although I am bullish, very bullish on the Australian dollar. Okay, so why not to let this channel to break to the upside before we make any decision on the euro Australian dollar. So 1.5675 is the resistance, and 1.5430 is the support for this market. Euro New Zealand is also behaving in the same manner like euro Australian dollar. It is finding support at 1.6141. and what is happening on 4 hour, let me see. In this market we have created a double bottom pattern here, if not this one then this one. Okay, and if it breaks to the higher side, the rest everything remains the same. Okay, rest everything remains the same. We just need to keep an eye on 1.6305 area. If the price breaks out of this to the higher side and then comes back to test this as a fresh support, we can be looking for opening the buy position. But also notice that this falling trend line is still here, which is very far, so we can still open a buy position in this direction here. Silver, I am bullish on silver, but today's price action is suggesting that higher prices are not welcomed. Now when the prices are higher in the gold and silver, it means that the market sentiment overall is not good. Maybe some market sentiments are improving, that's why these are not holding at the higher prices. So if it breaks below 23.84, then 23.12 will be exposed in this market. On the contrary, if 23.84 holds, then 24.81 is the next resistance in the silver. Swiss index might be something interesting here today. Okay, it has almost reached the apex that we had drawn of this area here. Now this is the area of confluence or area of resistance which we were looking at. Maybe the price is actually converging. You see, it is churning between this resistance level and this support area of 12,066. If it breaks below from here, then expect the third leg down, which can extend to 11,277 area. So this can be the next area of support if the price starts coming down. And in fact, 11,859 will also be acting as a small support for the price on the way down. But if it starts going up from here, then the next resistance may be offered by this falling rising channel's support line, which may now act as a resistance after the breakdown. And this is the horizontal resistance, 12,572, which can be of good resistance to the CHF index. EURCHF is trading between the support and resistance. The resistance is at 1.0668, which was tested today also, and the support is at 1.0604. See, euro is also strong today, CHF is also strong, so the price is making a doji on a daily candle. So expect something like this only if the euro keeps appreciating along with CHF. But if there is a negative correlation between any of the two, the price may go back to 1.0604, which is the next level of support here. GBPCHF, GBP is not that strong as the euro is against the Swiss franc, so that is why you are witnessing a red candle here, and now expect 1.2550 next on this chart. And after that, if that is broken to the downside, 1.2503 will be exposed. Right now the resistance is at 1.2632, support is at around 1.2550. EUROCAD, okay, this is what we were talking about, that there's a double bottom formation here, and that double bottom seems to be broken if the price closes higher than 1.4410, which it looks like maybe today it will be there. But I will not suggest you to open any buy positions here, because yesterday the price has already made a high at around 1.4441. so if you want to open your long positions, maybe it can be 2 pips higher than this. Okay, so what you can do is you can cater for this high here also. It is 1.4442, so you can something like this, buy stop by bid at around 1.4443, not 4443. I want to buy higher than this. I want to open buy positions, okay, like this. Okay, I'm just giving you an example that open 1,000 units or 10,000 units when the price goes higher than this. This is an aggressive way of trading. Otherwise, what you can do is you can wait for the price to actually go higher than this area here, and then wait for the price to come back to this area to test it as a support. And if it does, then open your buy positions, then open your buy positions here. Okay, open your buy positions here. I hope you got my idea. Yeah, open your buy positions here like this. Got the idea? Okay, so this is how you trade conservatively. Okay, you have not to be aggressive. Conservative is the best way to trade forex, because there is so much of leverage and margin trading. Okay, my friends, right now the price has a resistance of 1.4431 and the support of 1.4410 in this market. Bitcoin is the last thing that we are going to discuss today. Bitcoin is trading between the resistance of this rising channel's resistance and support of 58,963. We need a closing below 58,963 to expose 52,883, and we need to close higher than this falling channel. Actually, channel has been very small. I'm sorry, this channel needs to be like this. Okay, not here, here, and here. Okay, so this is the channel that we have to extend actually our channel as per the 4-hour chart. So this is finding resistance here. Till the time the price does not break this channel to the higher side, we cannot be sure of 64,848 in this market. On the contrary, if it starts going down from here, 58,963 will be acting as a good support for the price. Now, I think with this we are done with the today's session. I just hope that you got the idea about the supports and the resistance levels that are of very much interest in the coming hours and days. I request you to keep in mind to never risk more than 1% of your capital on any single trade, and you should look for a potential profit of more than 3 times the risk that you are going to take. With this note, I shall end this video. Please press the like button if you find this video useful for you. You can leave your suggestions in the comment section, and if you are new to this channel, please consider subscribing to the channel for more such videos. Also, you can join the DUCASCOPY Forex community where there are so many things for the Forex traders. The links are there in the description. You can like their channel on the Facebook. I wish you a very happy and profitable day. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure that you share it with your friends.